For today's Age of Sigmar battle report, we have the Battle for the Pass at 920 points. We have Slaanesh versus the Stormcast Eternals. Slaanesh has been moving through the Stormcast territory here lately, so maybe they can turn this around and kick them back towards their borders. We'll be back in a minute with Armies on Parade. We're starting this Armies on Parade with the armies of the host of Slaanesh. They are running a Pretender's host, which starts with one 10-man unit of Daemonettes with Allurus, Banner, and Hornblower. Another 10-man unit of Daemonettes with Allurus, Hornblower, and Banner. An Exalted Seeker Chariot. A 10-man unit of Seekers with Allurus, 2 Banners, and 2 Hornblowers. A Herald of Slaanesh. And our Warlord, the Keeper of Secrets, which is running the command traits of Invigorated by Pain. On a roll of a dice, each time it inflicts a wound on a 6 up, it heals 1 wound. The Allure of Slaanesh, which makes any unit subtract 1 from the hit roll of enemy attacks made against this general in the combat phase. And we'll be using the artifact, the Fallacious Gift, which allows it to pick pick a single weapon that a single enemy hero can use. At the end of each battle round in which they use that weapon, the hero suffers a mortal wound. This is our army of Slaanesh for this game, and we'll come back with the Stormcast Eternals here in a moment. And these are our Stormcast Eternals for today, starting with
2 units, 5-man units of Liberators with just standard equipment, the Celestial Hammers. And then the unit over here, 5-man Retributors, also with the standard equipment that they normally come with. And here, the Prosecutors, they've all got Celestial Hammers, not the Stormcall Javelins. And back here, I've got a proxy of another 3-man unit of Prosecutors, also with Celestial Hammers. Then the Lord Relictor, I actually did not give him any, didn't give him any special artifact or anything this time around. So he's just got his standard hammer and his Lightning Storm or Healing Storm. Now the leader, on the other hand, the Lord Celestant on Dreykov, he has the command trait of Master of Defense, which essentially gives him a 6 Feel No Pain. So he can ignore a wound if I roll a 6. Also, he has the artifact, the Phoenix Stone, so that every hero phase, if he has any wounds, he can heal 1. So, and that's it in a nutshell.
Alright, that is the Stormcast Eternal for this battle. We will come back after deployment for this game, turn 1. For our Battle for the Pass, this will be our battlefield for today. Slaanesh has deployed the Seeker Chariot along the edge here with the Daemonettes near the middle, with the Herald between them. The Keeper of Secrets has deployed over here with the Seekers over there. For the Stormcast, the Relictor is over here. The first set of Liberators and Prosecutors have set up there. The Retributors are sitting on top of that objective there. Good little defensive force there. With the Liberators and Prosecutors sitting over there. And the Lord Dreykov hiding behind that building over there, getting ready to come out and say hi. Slaanesh has 1 deployment and is looking like she's going to take first turn. So we will come back after hero phase and movement for turn 1, Slaanesh. In the hero phase, turn 1 Slaanesh, the Keeper of Secrets gave his excess of violence to the Seekers, but they got a really bad advance roll and ended up just moving up to here to cover this objective with the Keeper of Secrets. He also casted Mystic Shield to give the Seekers a +1 to their armor saves. This unit of Daemonettes stayed back there to hold that objective, and the Herald, Daemonettes, and Exalted Seeker Chariot moved up over there to take that objective. Slaanesh has nothing really within combat range and has no shooting, so we will score 5 points for 3 objectives and be moving on to Stormcast Eternals Hero and Movement, turn 1. For the hero phase, Stormcast Eternals, turn 1, he casted Lord of the Host, which gave everything within 24 inches immunity to battle shock.
Yeah.
Alright. And the Dracoth, the Prosecutors, and the Liberators moved up over this way. The Retributors stayed back there on the objective. This unit of Liberators and Prosecutors moved up, and the Lord Relictor moved up over there. We are now going to be moving into the shooting phase for Stormcast Eternals, turn 1. In the shooting phase, the Prosecutors over here opened fire on the Keeper of Secrets, doing 1 wound. And over here, the Prosecutors opened fire on the Herald and managed to do 3 wounds. That's it for the shooting phase for the Stormcast Eternals, and we will now be moving into the charge phase for Stormcast Eternals. In the charge phase, the Lord Celston on Dracoth charged in over here on the Seekers, and so did the Prosecutors. And these were the only charges for the Stormwatch Eternals on turn 1. We'll now be going into the combat phase for Stormcast Eternals, turn 1. In the Stormcast Eternals combat phase for turn 1, they managed to kill 7 Seekers. They had a very good combat round, and the Seekers managed to kill 1 Prosecutor. Battle Shock was passed by all, and the Stormcast Eternals will score 1 point for this round, and have rolled off and won to go first on turn 2. We'll be coming back with Stormcast Eternals movement phase, turn 2. In the hero phase, the Lord Celston on Dracoth cast his Lord of the Host to give everybody within 24 inches immunity to battle shock, and they kind of piled in a little bit over there. The Liberators over there moved up some. All these guys over here moved up a little bit more. And we're going to be moving into shooting phase for the Stormcast Eternals, turn 2. Okay, in Stormcast Eternals turn 2 shooting phase, the Prosecutors threw their hammers at the Keeper and managed to do 1 more wound. And the Prosecutors over here threw their hammers at the Herald and managed to take her out. And the Lord Celston Dracoth basically burped and took a wound and managed to do no damage. We are now moving into charge phase for Stormcast Eternals, turn 2. In the charge phase for Stormcast Eternals turn 2, these Prosecutors charged up into this unit of Daemonettes over here. And we have this combat going on over here. We will be coming back with the results of the combat phase for Stormcast Eternals, turn 2, here in a moment. For the combat phase for Stormcast Eternals, turn 2, they killed 1 Seeker, and in turn, they killed 1 Prosecutor. And over here, they killed 4 Daemonettes, and they wounded 1 Prosecutor. But on Battle Shock, the Daemonettes rolled a 1 and got 2 of their units back. We are now moving into movement phase for Slaanesh, turn 2. In the hero phase for Slaanesh, turn 2, the Keeper of Secrets casted Arcane Bolt on the Dracoth, doing 2 wounds, and then gave itself its excess of violence. Over here, the Daemonettes have moved up, and the Seeker Chariots moved off that way to go say hi to those Liberators and Lord Relictor over there. We'll now be moving into the charge phase for Slaanesh, turn 2. In the charge phase for Slaanesh, turn 2, these Daemonettes made their charge into there. The Exalted Seeker Chariot decided it just wanted to run up there and look pretty and sit right there. And the Keeper of Secrets has charged in on the Lord Celestant. We will now be going into the combat phase for Slaanesh, turn 2. In the combat phase for Slaanesh, turn 2, we killed 2 of the prosecutors over here. They managed to kill a Daemonette, which allowed them to roll Reality Blink on the morale phase and bring that unit of 10 back up to full strength. So we have 20 Daemonettes sitting over here. Over here, the Keeper of Secrets managed to take out the Lord Celestant on Dracoth, but took 6 wounds in the process, so he's kind of hurt a little bit. And the Seekers managed to take out that last prosecutor over there. We will now be moving into roll-off for turn 3. We might as well put that on film. See who gets this. Oh, a 6. And a 4. So, Stormcast Eternals will be starting off turn 3. Hero phase and movement here in a moment. Okay, in the hero phase, the Lord Relictor casted Lightning Storm on the Seeker Chariot over there and did manage to do 1 wound and moved up, and the Liberators moved up. The Retributors are starting to move off objective over there, and the Liberators moved up over here. We are now going to be moving into charge phase for... Oh, shooting phase.
2.
Oh, that's right. There's 1 guy left over there. Shooting phase for Stormcast Eternals, turn 3. In the shooting phase, this prosecutor over here, hiding in amongst all these Daemonettes, decided one last time he's going to throw that hammer into this mass of Daemonettes, but didn't manage to wound anybody. We're now moving into the charge phase for Stormcast Eternals, turn 3. In Stormcast Eternals combat phase, turn 3, the prosecutor over here has died to the Daemonettes. The combined attacks of the Liberators and Relictor did 5 wounds to the Chariot, and the Chariot has the Relictor down to 1 wound. And over here, the Liberators failed to wound the Seekers. We're now going into... Oh, wait, we have 1 wound on the Seekers, excuse me. We're now going into Slaanesh, turn, hero in movement, turn 3. In the movement and hero phase, the Daemonettes have moved up over here to get ready to charge into that mess over there. In the hero phase, the Keeper of Secrets casted Arcane Bolt on the Liberators, killing 1, and gave his excess of violence to himself. And we will now be moving into the charge phase for Slaanesh, turn 3. In Slaanesh turn 3 charge phase, those Daemonettes charged up in there to say hi to those Liberators. And the Keeper of Secrets is charged into the battle over here. We will be coming back after combat phase for Slaanesh, turn 3. In Slaanesh combat phase turn 3, the Relictor has died, and we did 1 wound to the Liberators over here. And over here, 2 of the Liberators died, and 1 of the Seekers have died. We've got to do this a second ago, but the score currently stands with Slaanesh at 13 and Stormcast Eternals at 5. We are now going into the roll-off for turn 4. And Slaanesh will get to finally take first turn, going into turn number 4. We'll be back with hero phase and movement in a moment. In the hero phase, the Keeper of Secrets casted excess of violence on himself and casted Arcane Bolt over there onto the Retributors, killing 1 unit. Had a good roll there. Nobody has moved anywhere, and we are going to be going into combat phase for Slaanesh, turn 4. Slaanesh combat, turn 4, the Slaanesh Daemonettes managed to kill the Liberators over here. Combination of them in the Chariot. And the Keeper of Secrets destroyed the Liberators over here. Current score is 18 Slaanesh to 5.
Maybe
6 Stormcast Eternals. And we're going to end with Stormcast Eternals turn 4. I think that's going to be about the last one for this one. And we'll come back after movement phase for Stormcast Eternals, turn 4. For Stormcast Eternals, Retributors have moved up towards the Daemonettes. They need a 6-inch charge to get in there and kill some Daemonettes for their last hoorah. Let's see how this plays out. We'll go ahead and just film it as it goes.
Alright.
2 dice.
So, yeah. Got it.
7 inches. They're moving in.
Alright. So, all of them get to attack, or... Well, there's 3 to pile in.
Yeah, so these guys can pile in around. That way and that way.
Alright.
Alright.
So, 9 attacks.
The piling is done.
3 up, 3 up.
This is going to hurt. Because I don't see any 6s.
So, 5 hits. Only 2 wounds.
Alright, 2 5-up saves.
-1.
Oh, 6-up saves. Nothing. We lost 2 Daemonettes.
4 damage.
Oh, 4 damage. We lost 4 Daemonettes. That's going to hurt. So we'll take out 4. They're going to pile in. They're going to have 12 attacks.
13.
Yep, 13. 13 attacks, hitting on 4s, 6s. 13. Am I missing one? Oh, yeah. We got 2 6s. So that's going to give us 2 extra attacks. Wounding on 4s. 6 at -1. And 2 die.
Actually, no. This guy's wounded with 2.
Wounded with 2.
Wounds. This one survived.
Okay.
Or made it.
And that is going to end combat for Stormcast Eternals turn 4 and end turn 4 with 7.
6. No. Yeah, 7.
No, you have more than that.
I have 5.
Because you had that turn, 1 turn.
2, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah. Okay. With 7 to 18.
Not good at all.
Not good. I hope everybody enjoys this battle report, and we will see you next week for the continuing war between the Slaanesh and the Stormcast Eternals.